In 1772, the Fages expedition, Spanish expedition, came through Contra Costa County. And in 1776, the De Anza expedition came through.
They were interested in coming to Contra Costa County. Father Crespi was the chaplain for the expedition. This was a typical way of doing something with the Spanish soldiers. They rarely went out without taking a chaplain with them if they were in a fairly large group.
This original journey by Father Crespi in 1772 ended in what is now the community of Bay Point, up on the hills at the peak of Willow Pass. And he describes his contact with the Indians in detail. We have the journal entries in their own words of several people who kept diaries of their encounters with the Indians. So we have a description of how they looked and what they were doing, and the encounter that they had with the Spanish for the first time. It's a fascinating story.
The Franciscan Fathers had a plan to establish an entire new line of missions. You will note that the missions are all a certain distance apart from each other because they have to have this feeding area for converts because the converts die very rapidly.
From 1775 until 1804, the Chupkins were largely undisturbed by the Padres or by the Spanish soldiers.
Because of the tremendous death rates in the missions, each mission had to have a very large recruitment area. San Francisco or Dolores mission was, of course, the first in the area. And it very rapidly depleted the native population in the San Francisco Peninsula area. So they began reaching out into the East Bay to go out and capture more Indians to be brought into the mission.
It was the Catholics' belief that all heathens, and they called the Indians the heathens, had to be collected and they had to be taken to the mission to be baptized.